Hey guys, good morning. This is our coffee talk. I'm so glad to be here with you. Clearly, I forgot to move my laptop here. Move that out of the way. Good morning. My name is Nina Means. I'm the director for Austin Community College Fashion Incubator, and we're here for coffee talk. This is our time to connect with you, getting our week started. And we wanted to talk to you a little bit about some of the upcoming things that we have going on. We've been telling you all about the Macy's series that is getting started here on Wednesday. Can't believe it's already here. So if you're watching this and you're kind of doing this as a replay, what we typically do during our during our coffee talk is to get a chance to talk about some of our upcoming events. And so just consider this as kind of your weekly announcements about what's going on at the Fashion Incubator. From time to time, we'll also talk about some things that we're noticing in the industry as some really exciting developments in fashion technology or in other areas. And so we may take on a topic of that nature. However, typically what we're doing is just kind of giving you an update about what's going on with the ACC Fashion Incubator. We are here, we're going strong. And right now we've got 21 brands under advisement. So it's really exciting. We've got 6 brands that are part of our Designer in Residence program. They're our first cohort. They started virtually back in the fall. And we also have another 15 brands, with our Global Fashion Accelerator, which is an exchange program with the State Department and the City of Austin Economic Development Department. So it's really exciting. We've got a lot of things going on. But what I wanted to talk to you guys about today is our Macy's 2. So this is like the second time that we're going up with the Macy's virtual series. It's called The Future of Fashion, and this is an opportunity for us to talk about what is coming up. So we wanted to just remind you of some of the classes that you can expect to see while you're a part of the Macy's 2 course. If you missed it, there is a wait list. This class filled up in a matter of days. It happened that way the last time. It happened that way this time. And so we're really excited to see kind of a new batch of designers that are here in the area locally who are looking to figure out, how am I going to launch my brand? What kinds of things do I need to know in order to go into business? And so this Macy's series, consider it your checklist. Consider it your way to figure out, do I have all the things that I need to launch successfully? What are some of the things that I need to do to get myself there? And who can I call to help me if I get stuck, if I need support? We really want to be there for you as a resource here at the Fashion Incubator. And we really see ourselves as really pushing the boundaries of the fashion industry here in Austin. So come along. I'm going to share with you what you're going to learn with the Macy's 2 series. So in this Future Fashion series, it's on Wednesday nights. It's 7 weeks. It's all virtual, so you can dial in at the comfort of your couch. And you can sit in on Wednesday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. So it's after work, it's after dinner. For some of you with little ones, hopefully someone's gone to bed or they're on their way to bed. And now 7 to 9 is your time to figure out if you have what it takes to launch your fashion brand. And we think you do. So what we're going to do is going to start you off with just understanding a little bit of the time and sacrifice it takes to start a brand. Ann Casper, who is one of our advisory board members here at the Fashion Incubator, is going to deliver that talk. Ann has worked at Saks. She's done incredible work in the cashmere business. She has done it all. And so she's going to really open up just kind of a dialogue about what it's like to be in our industry and what it takes for us to bring our collections to market. You know, how much work does it really take? The next person we're going to hear from is Roran Killian. She is going to be talking about how to define your brand voice. This is really important whenever you're going to market, whenever you're bringing your collection to the forefront for the very first time. How do you show up? What do people want to hear from you? How do they connect with you? What do you sound like? They're meeting a friend for the first time. And so this is an opportunity for you to connect your voice to your brand appropriately and be consistent. So this is really, really key. So the social media strategist, Roran Killian, is going to bring that to us on the second week. So that's May 5th. For the third class, for fashion sustainability, we are going to hear from Lisa Hendrickson, who is a professor at the Fashion Institute of Technology in New York City. So all of these virtual happenings allow us to do some really unique things. And so you'll hear about sustainability from a pioneer, award-winning entrepreneur and business leader, Lisa Hendrickson. Then we have a production and supply chain talk with our very own production coordinator, Michelle French. So she is a part of the Fashion Incubator here at ACC, and she's got a great breadth of knowledge regarding the supply chain process and what it takes to go through production. Then we have sales and distribution. This is delivered by a mother-daughter duo who created a brand here called Amberleaf. So if you've seen all these beautiful multicolored cashmere coats and outerwear and dresses, they're all from this brand called Amberleaf here in Austin. And so they have a very strong design aesthetic and really lovely way that they're able to do what they do, but they actually work globally. And so right here out of Austin. So we really want to make sure that you hear from brands like this who've developed incredible businesses from really the heart of Texas. So this is exceptionally inspiring, as well as helping you understand the sales and distribution process and what it takes to get your product to the customer. Then we're going to talk about design and development. This is about like just creating the collection. What goes into a collection? How does a collection get built? When do I put in trend? When do I incorporate sales data? Do I have to have sales data? Where do I get sales data? These are all the things that go into figuring out what I should be designing and what I should be developing. And so we'll deliver that from one of our team members here at the Fashion Incubator. Then, last but not least, you will get a lesson on capital and financing. We know that we need money in order to create these collections. And so it's so important for us to get a chance to introduce you to Ryan Coxum, who's a VP of Guarantee Bank and Trust. And so if you're looking for capital, you're looking for financing, Ryan is going to take us through what it takes to secure financing from a bank and what kinds of opportunities there are. We've worked with other organizations in the past, and we really love the idea of introducing you to a variety of different resources in our community to be able to realize your brands and realize your collections. So it's, there'll come a time when you've got enough buyers, a lot of people who want to purchase your product, but you may not have enough to actually produce the quantities that are needed in order to fulfill your orders. And so whenever we're looking at capital, this is an opportunity to find out, like, how do I get the money to be able to create the product, to sell it on time to my customer? That's all we're trying to do. And to be able to do it in a way that generates profit and allows me to pay off, my creditors or whomever on time. So we really want to help you guys understand, what is it going to take for you to be able to launch your business and get yourself started. You may find that there's some things that are easier than you thought, and there's some things that you'll find that are probably a little bit harder than you thought. However, our goal is to prepare you to go in with your eyes wide open to start your own collection. So on that note, I want to let you guys know that here in a few weeks, we're going to start advertising for the second cohort of the Designer in Residence program. It's so important for us to get a chance to share with you about what is coming up next. We have a lot on our plate, but this Designer in Residence program is really central to what we do. We care so much about building small businesses here in Austin, specifically fashion apparel businesses, and we look forward to being able to support you. We do work with accessories if you are doing like soft goods, but we don't have there's some things that we don't focus on as much. However, if you're curious about jewelry or you're curious about other parts of the business, we can make those connections. ACC has an amazing jewelry department, but we definitely want to work with you and continue to support the brands as they're developing here in Austin. So we work with kind of emerging brands. You're just getting started. You could probably have like your first collection and you sold a couple of pieces, got a general idea of what people like from you. And then we work with more advanced brands for like our global initiatives. So whenever we worked with ATX plus Egypt, that particular program focused on more established brands. So if you've been around for like 2, 3, 4 years, and you want to look at how to build and expand your brand into a new market, this is an opportunity for you to do something like that, where you can sell. You'll get some additional foundations in what it takes to do global supply chain, as well as understanding how to introduce your product into a new market, and then getting a chance to actually introduce that product into a new market. So that's something that we're doing right now. We're right in the middle of our Egyptian exchange. And so we have 10 Egyptian brands, and I believe we have 6 Austin brands that are participating in that program. So we look forward to bringing on even more Austin brands in the future. We really want to see more Austin participation going forward. But we've got these 2 different programs that we run. So you'll do Macy's and kind of sort out how much do I need in order to make this happen. You'll try to launch something, put together a small collection. Then you could apply to the Designers in Residence program and take a look at, okay, how do I get this brand up and running? How do I get a little bit of traction? And then once you get some stability, you look at, where else can I grow to? Where else can I go? And so we really want to see kind of those pathways to creating viable businesses here in Austin. So whether you start off with Macy's, you start off with the Designer in Residence program, or if you're already more established and you're doing the ATX plus Egypt kind of in that advanced studies space, then this is an opportunity for you to really grow your brand here in Austin. We know we have what it takes. Brands are growing here in Austin, and so we can't wait to see your brand take off as well. So if you've already registered and you've held your spot, we'll see you on Wednesday for the Macy's Future Fashion Round 2 for our 7-week series. And if you haven't and you're a little disappointed that you didn't make it, that's okay. We do have a wait list, so definitely sign up for the wait list. And what we'll do is when we go up, so here's what will happen. If people don't show up for the course, or people, have things come up and they're not able to do it anymore, we'll fill in with the wait list. Then what will happen is we will follow up on the 3rd round. The next time that we run the course, we'll let you guys know first. And then we will start to fill in the class after that. So if you guys have any questions for us, definitely reach out. We are very interested in hearing from you. If you haven't already, if you haven't seen it yet, we want you to take that Austin Fashion Industry Survey. This helps us to understand a lot more about you and what you need in order to grow your brand. If you haven't received it, send us a quick note at fashion.incubator@austincc.edu. So I think that's going to kind of bring us to a close for today. I hope that you guys have enjoyed our conversation here today for Coffee Talk, and I will see you guys next week. See you next Monday.